There's a weight on every angel investor's shoulders, a constant, gnawing question nobody talks about openly. Can an angel investor get blacklisted? Not in the obvious way you might think, but in the way that breaks your access, your reputation, your ability to influence the future right when you need it most. It's not just about who you invest in or how much money you write on the line. It's deeper. It's about trust, credibility, and being able to stand your ground when the industry whispers, "You're out." And that fear of being quietly erased from the game, it can paralyze even the toughest players. Nobody wants to wake up one day and realize they're unwanted, sidelined, because somewhere along the line, someone decided you're no longer good enough or aligned. But listen, you're not alone in this. This problem, this invisible blacklist exists, but it's not written in stone. It's a shifting shadow created by fear-driven systems designed to herd and control, not empower. The same systems that award obedience and punish the exceptional are the ones quietly keeping this blacklist alive. They want you to believe that to get in, you must conform, that stepping out of line means goodbye. But here's the brutal truth. Waiting for permission got investors stuck in mediocrity. Waiting for consensus stole your power and the power of the bold founders you believe in. The blacklist? It thrives on silence and compliance. It's a wall built out of mistrust, ego, political games, and profit-first mindsets that don't see the flame in the rare investor, the one willing to ignite change, to challenge the norms, to fight for something bigger than portfolio value. The worst part? The blacklist doesn't just block funding, it deafens you from real innovation conversations. It isolates you from cutting-edge founders. It clouds your judgment with politics instead of clarity. And right now the system, built on fear of the exceptional, on control disguised as comfort, is counting on you to stay quiet, to accept your place. But what if breaking that silence is exactly how you kill the blacklist, how you shatter the cage? Because there's a path. And it starts with rejecting the rules that never made sense for you. You've seen investors stuck in endless cycles, playing it safe, following the herd, afraid to take the kind of risk that truly changes lives. But you, the one who understands that progress comes from the edge, from those ready to burn rather than bend, you know the stakes are impossibly high. Your mission is not to fit in, it's to rise above the noise, dismantle the chains of flimsy trust, and rewrite the rules that keep this blacklist alive. Here's how. First, stop chasing approval from systems that reward obedience over originality. The moment you stop begging for validation from the gatekeepers, you begin to reclaim your power. Be sovereign in your decisions. Trust your instincts louder than the crowd's whispers. This rebirth is about being unshakable in what you believe and support. Founders and ideas that scare the system because they dare to be different. Next, cultivate a network of individuals who burn as you do. Quiet, strong, rare souls who don't just echo the same tired lines but challenge everything alongside you. Align yourself not with the many who play it safe, but with the few who disrupt effortlessly. Your blacklist doesn't come from the market. It comes from conforming, from failing to shed the blistering weight of consensus. The stronger your tribe of edge players, the harder it becomes for any blacklist to touch you. Then, be critical. Question every rule the system tries to feed you. Every standard term, every market trend, every universal truth regarding where to put your money or how to behave as an investor, question it until the system's facade crumbles. The blacklist lives in unquestioning minds. Destroy that pretense, and blacklists lose their grip. Transformation comes from unlearning what was drilled into you, from shedding layers of conditioned obedience. Don't just invest money. Invest your will, your courage, your refusal to be boxed in by temporary power structures that fear greatness. This is where the game changes, where you stop being a part of the problem and become part of the rebellion. Understand this. Blacklists are fragile because they depend on fear and silence. They separate many from the few who dare. But the moment you speak up, share your story, call out the subtle exclusions, you begin tearing down these walls. Illuminate the blacklist for what it is, a weak attempt to control the uncontrollable. Your voice becomes your weapon. It scares the system more than any handful of capital ever could. But beware, it will not be easy. There will be pushback, doors will close, gossip will fly. You will be tested. But that's the price of real freedom. Real freedom for you and for the founders whose worlds you're trying to build. That fight, that fire, is exactly what the system dreads. And here's the most vital secret. Patience is your strongest ally. Eternal patience, not waiting for chance, but playing the long game with fierce intent. Blacklists live in moments of weakness and panic. Your steady, relentless pursuit of becoming beyond the system's grasp will make those lists meaningless. They'll fracture, crumble, and fade away under the weight of people like you, unyielding, obstinate, burning bright. One of the biggest lies the world tells you is that comfort equals safety. It doesn't. Comfort kills your fire slowly and buries your impact beneath layers of easy. Blacklisting happens when you get comfortable with rules, boundaries, unearned fears. But when you choose liberation, decide to claim your sovereignty, you transcend the blacklist. Never forget that your true power is not money or contacts alone. It's your will, your critical mind, your refusal to fit in and settle for less than exceptional. Start with your own reality. Redefine it every day. Make bold choices because they matter. Question every norm because freedom is worth the fight. Find those few who share your fire and walk with them mercilessly. Together, unleash the power of the rare investor who will not be listed, boxed, or muted. Imagine what happens when you cut ties with the invisible chains and carry your investments not for approval, but for transformation. Founders who know you stand with them, not because you sign the right forms, but because you break down their cages alongside them. Investors who know their worth so deeply that no blacklist can touch their spirit. That's real power. That's real freedom. The kind no system can give or take away. The kind you seize with both hands, with every fiber of your being. This is not a message for the many who accept their place quietly. It is a call for the few who feel that fire inside, that unstoppable push to be more, to give more, to break every chain. Blacklists will try to cage. Systems will try to silence. But you will rise beyond the noise. You will be the rare voice that not only invests money but frees futures. You hold not just capital, but a movement, a rebellion against conformity, a war on fear. The blacklist can only hurt if you let it, so don't let it. Own your power, question everything, build fiercely, and walk with those who burn like you do. Because in that fire, the blacklist dies. And from the ashes, a new world of true freedom for you and the founders you believe in will be born. The moment is now. The choice is clear. Be part of the few. Be unbreakable. Be unstoppable.